Hello! It is Ray of Life of the Cosplay Initiative, and I am here today to give you guys a video I was not expecting to ever do on this channel, which is a makeup tutorial. Plus my cat's here. She's gonna be annoying, but basically a bunch of you guys requested this on our live stream, and I have also gotten a lot of DMs on Instagram asking for a makeup tutorial, so here we flip and go! Today I'm going to show you guys how I use makeup to transform myself into a more masculine looking person. This is what I use for my male cosplays, but I also use a lot of this for just daily life because I like to present as masculine and feminine depending on the day. So we are going to go ahead and begin with our base makeup. This is the same base makeup I use no matter what look I'm doing for a more feminine or a more masculine look, so it is pretty universal. The first thing that I am using is my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This is my baby. I am obsessed with this primer. It really does a great job of minimizing pores, which I have a lot of big old pores. So I'm basically just rubbing this all over my face. Next step is to color correct. I like to do this because I have a lot of strange colors in my face, but it is obviously dealer's choice. I'm using NYX's Conceal Color... I am using NYX's Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. So basically how color correcting works, it is like the reverse color wheel. So just keep that in mind. So if you have zits and pimples or redness in your face like I do, you want to start with the green and just apply that to those areas. Then I use orange to get rid of my dark circles because they tend to be a little more blue than purple, but you could use orange or yellow depending on your needs. And then purple gets rid of yellowness. I am a freckly boy, so I like to apply this all over my main target areas for my freckles. Then I like to go ahead and blend all of this in with my beauty blender. So basically I am using a Real Techniques beauty sponge for this because I'm a cheap hoe. I totally recommend spending the $20 on a beauty blender. It'll change your life, but we don't always have that in our bank account. So if you're looking for a good dupe, I don't actually recommend this one. I recommend the ELF one, but Real Techniques, it'll get you by. Run it under some water, squeeze it out, and then put it on your face. Now I'm moving into foundation. I'm using my favorite drugstore foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade C2. This is the most high coverage foundation you could possibly get at the drugstore. It is amazing. And what you want to do is go ahead and put some on your sponge and then put it in the middle of your face and then spread it outwards. Our faces are naturally lighter in the center and darker around the edges, and makeup just likes to highlight that and really emphasize it to make sure that that is sort of the effect. It can help slim the face, it can help bring out the features and things of that nature. So that is what we do with makeup. We make the center light and the edges dark. So that is what I'm doing right now, and get ready to blend for the rest of your life. Make sure to bring it down over your ears, down your neck, and things of that nature because you want it to look good. And we're blending, and we're dancing, and we're blending. I'm going to be doing a little bit of chest makeup, so I apply a little bit of foundation to my chest, but it is nothing crazy. And now to finish off my base makeup, I am going to go ahead and set my makeup with my powder foundation. I am using the L'Oreal True Match shade C2 powder foundation. It's the same brand as my liquid foundation, just to make sure it's the exact same color. This is not something you have to do, but I do it. I don't know. And with that, our base makeup is done, and we can move on to the contour. There's gonna be a lot of dancing in this tutorial. A lot of dancing and singing that's not gonna make any sense to you, so just appreciate it. Just appreciate it. So to do my contour, I like to use gray eyeshadow because I like to use more gray colors so I don't bronze myself out and it's a little more of a shadow and less of a tan. So I'm using the Maybelline 10Q Mocha Motion palette. I don't know if they still sell this. If they do, I'll link it down below. So what I'm trying to show you right now by sucking in my cheeks is my natural cheekbone. So that's usually where you would want to contour. Now what I'm showing you is sort of a raised contour. So if you have a character with higher cheekbones than your natural cheekbone, or you want to make a different face shape effect, you would want to put your contour higher. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to put it where my natural contour would go. Now, when you do a male contour, you have to do a little bit of dancing, and then you have to make the line to go about an inch away or closer to your mouth to really draw down that cheek, and then bring it down to the jaw. That is the biggest difference between female and male contouring, is that line connecting it to the jaw. Then I'm going into my temples to help define my face shape a little bit more, and making great faces. Then I'm doing my whole jaw. This helps to slim the jaw and also bring the jawbone out to help create a sharper facial expression. Then I'm going down into the corners of my nose to help start my nose contour. I went a little dark on my nose contour today. I apologize for that. Then I'm doing the space above my lips and onto my nostrils, again to create a different face shape. Then I'm going into these sort of like frown lines, I guess you would call them, just to add a different shape and to structure out my face even more. And now I'm going to take a angled contour brush, hold it tightly to make a thin line so that my contour, when I'm blending it, doesn't go all over my face, but rather it stays exactly where I put it. And I'm going to blend, and we are going to be blending for the next 5 years, so saddle up. And we're blending. We're still blending. In case you guys missed it, still blending. Now I'm using my powder foundation to help blend out my face. Again, we're blending. Now I'm using my hands to go ahead and soften up my cheek makeup, and I also go over it with my liquid foundation because obviously I went way too hard in the mouth. Thank God I did that. I looked a little nuts, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, so now I'm going in with the contour, and I'm just using a very thin brush to apply these lines to the corner of my mouth and over my lips. This helps to make your lips look longer, a little more poutier, things like that. So that's just something I like to do with my nail contour as well. And I go over my lips with foundation to ensure that they are skin color. And I get brush hair in my mouth because that happens. So now I am taking some white eyeshadow and dropping it all over the place, but I'm taking white eyeshadow and I'm going to be using this as a sort of powder foundation shade. What this will basically do is act as a matte highlight, so a no shimmer highlight. Normally I shimmer the hell out of my face, but sometimes you want to go for something more natural, and a lot of times I'll put shimmer highlight over this. If you are not as light as I am, just use a shade of foundation or eyeshadow color that is significantly lighter than your skin tone to do this. Like 2 or 3 shades up from your natural skin tone. And basically I'm just applying this over all of the areas I contoured and under all of the areas I contoured to create that highlight, and this will also really help your cheek, your contours to kind of stand out more. Now I'm applying some chapstick because I want some kissable lips! Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the eyes. For the eyes I'm doing a really basic eye contour, nothing crazy. So using the same contour palette that I used before, I'm just applying the lightest shade all over my face. Now I'm going in with the second lightest shade and I'm applying that into my crease. So basically if you close your eye and just lightly press your finger up against the top of your eyeball, you'll feel that there's like a bone right above that, and there's kind of like this line in the middle that is rounded and goes around your eyeball. That's your crease. So that's where you want to apply your first shade and the second darkest shade in the palette, which I've already moved on to. Now the last thing I'm going to do is take the darkest shade in the palette and go ahead and add a contour to my nose. So basically you're just going from your eyebrow all the way to the sort of 3/4 way of your nose. I don't like to bring my contour all the way to the end of my nose. That is up to you. Just a straight line, and you also want to go ahead and bring that down into the actual eye socket quite a bit to hollow out the eye socket. I also like to pull it down across my eyelid, again just changing the eye shape and deepening the socket. And we're going to be doing this for quite some time, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on a speedier setting, but that's basically just what I am doing. I'm just touching up some of my blending, and now we're going to do eyebrows. So for my eyebrows in both this tutorial and the female makeup tutorial, I'm going to be doing black. I highly recommend you use black to practice your eyebrows, especially if you have lighter color eyebrows, because it's so dark you can really see what you're doing and it really will teach you. So for a male eyebrow, you want to make it longer. So go ahead and bring it a little bit closer to your nose, but keep the angle. I really like my eyebrow shape, so I don't really change it that much, and I also like to do arched eyebrows, whether I'm doing a male or female cosplay. This is obviously a personal preference thing. Most people will make their eyebrows really straight and not angled at all when they do males, but I don't like that. I like having arched eyebrows, god damn it! So my eyebrows are going to be arched. One of the biggest tips I can show you is just to make a diagonal line going up, as you guys saw I did, and then fill it out. I also like to make my eyebrow tails a little bit longer, and I just use my finger to kind of blend this into my natural eyebrow hair, make sure I'm not missing anything. And now we're gonna go ahead and do that on the other one. Wha-bam! So both of our eyebrows are done now, and we're gonna dance because it's been a while. It's been some time. The best makeup tip I can give you is to listen to some Beyonce because she will make your makeup better. Now I'm going in with a reddish brown color. It's a little like a maroon almost, and I'm just putting that under my waterline. I mainly do it, and now I'm blending that in. This is something I only do on occasion, and I mainly do it when I do sort of a more ragged character like Sirius Black, who hasn't slept in days, poor soul kind of guy, but it's just a thing to change the face even more. Again, Beyonce, she makes your makeup better, let me tell you. So now the face is done, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the chest. Wha-bam! In this tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you guys really how to bring out your bone structure, but also how to add muscles. And I'm using the exact same contour palette that I've been using this whole video. So using that darkest shade, I'm gonna go ahead and sort of make this gross sucking in motion. So bring your shoulders all the way up and kind of like push at the same time so that your bones come out. And you wanna go right under your collarbone, right in that sort of triangle shape that is above your collarbone. And you're also going to go ahead and make a line from that connecting to your jaw. If you don't look like a disturbing turtle like I just did, you're not doing it correctly, let me tell you. And we're gonna sing, because why not? We're gonna go ahead and do this on both sides. I'm just fast forwarding. Now I like to make a sort of U shape on my neck to sort of make a fake Adam's apple kind of situation. And now I'm going to show you guys how to do your muscles. So go ahead, and even if you don't have an arm muscle, I really don't have a very strong natural arm muscle. But if you do, this will be even easier for you. So go ahead and flex and just take your brown and go into that sort of natural line. So you can kind of see that when I first flex that there is a line there, and you want to bring it into your armpit. And you're going to kind of do it at like a diagonal, so it should go upwards. As it goes towards your elbow, it should be going up. I also like to put a little bit on the top of my arm just to add even more depth and things like that when I flex. And I also like to go ahead and shade sort of the armpit area going towards my chest more, just to emphasize that line as if there were a muscle there. So when I flex, you can see it looks like I actually have some sort of a muscle. You kind of have to play around with this because sometimes it looks really good and sometimes it doesn't, so you just have to be comfortable with it looking how it's going to look. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Fluff. Now I'm just blending this out, making it more natural, nothing too crazy, and with that we are done. Whoosh! Totally different makeup. How did that happen? Editing. So basically, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the tutorial was really helpful for you, and a lot of people requested it. I'm happy to oblige. So like I said, I hope it was really helpful and that you guys learned something, and maybe that you guys will use some of the tips the next time you get into cosplay or just walk down the street. I'm in this completely different makeup because the next tutorial I'm going to do for you guys is a feminine makeup. Voila! So if you want to see me go from this to this. Check out the next one. Once it's uploaded, I will edit this so that there's a link, but it'll be on this channel, so as long as you sign up for notifications, you'll get the notification when it comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely comment down below if this was helpful, and also if there's any other tutorials you guys want, like makeup stuff, eyeliner, I don't know, anything like that, wig tutorials, things of that nature. Anything that you guys really want tutorial-wise, you know, we're probably willing to do, so definitely recommend some, and let me know if this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the future and showing you how to do this look. So thanks guys, have a great day, and have a great holiday if you're celebrating. Bye!